A brief tour of some early CD ROM drives. The optical disc, first introduced in the 70s and becoming popular in the 80s, was soon adapted to the personal computer as a program and data storage medium. With lack of content and high prices, CD-ROMs were out of the reach of the average user, but this was about to change. Near the end of the 80s, the major manufacturers working together created a standard for the CD-ROM. The market was about to take off. With dropping prices and titles such as Mammals, a multimedia encyclopedia, and later the bestsellers Mist and The Seventh Guest, the CD-ROM revolution was here. For me, one particular drive stands out as this was my first. Purchased as a kit from an office supply store in the early 90s, this single-speed drive came with the 1990 release of Mammals and another title which was less memorable. The most notable feature of this drive was the non-motorized tray. I can only assume that this was a cost-saving move. The drives will be presented in the order of their production date. The first is a single-speed Sony. This drive is hooked to a Soundblaster 16 multi-CD from '94. It requires an interface unique to the Sonys at the time. Tests indicate this combination falls below the MPC-1 performance. Next is the Laser Magnetic Storage International CM205. While this is not the drive I purchased in the 90s, it is a twin. Also requiring its own interface, I was able to locate Mediavision Jazz 16 with an LMSI connector and software. Drive performance is as expected of a 1X unit. Next is a Zenith ADR0200 external drive. I don't think it has ever been used as there is no dust and the cable still has the wrapping on it. Having only a laptop PCMCIA interface, I'll test this later. Research indicates it is a double-speed drive that also includes an onboard sound system. Using Windows 3.1 and 95, this drive provides digital audio out for the computer. Next is a NEC multispin double-speed drive. It is an early adopter of the ATAPI interface, also called IDE, where it can be hooked to a standard hard drive controller. Not fully compatible, it can't share the cable with a hard drive, but can with another multispin. This is a Teac CD55A, a quad-speed slimline drive that was designed to pair with a 3.5-inch diskette drive. While this one is the CD-ROM only, I've seen ones with the 3.5-inch assembly stacked on top. To be different, Teac chose a Panasonic compatible interface. This drive can hook to the previous Soundblaster 16 multi-CD or, in this case, a Soundblaster Pro 2 from 1992. Performance is admirable for a 4X drive. A somewhat more modern drive, this 32X unit stands out because of its parallel port, or printer, interface. This external case provides an ATAPI/IDE internal connector for a standard drive and an audio card. Under Windows up to ME, this system acts as a digital sound system and CD-ROM. Now for an early CD-ROM title sample. This is the disc that came with my CD-ROM kit from the 90s. Using a 286-16 computer and the LMSI drive, Mammals runs completely from the CD. Typing install just displays a README file with additional instructions. Notice the requirements don't mention any hard drive space. The audio can be heard by plugging headphones into the front jack.
Welcome to Mammals, a multimedia encyclopedia.
everybody. Hey, kids. And we're going to do it now called the Hokey Pokey. Ain't that? Come on, everybody. Clap your hands.